You have asked for this and you got it. You really wanted to see my BUHANKA van on the Tumbleweed off-road course. It's been sitting here for a few days. I don't know if it'll start. Here you go. Come on. I know you're tired. Yes! BUHANKA never fails. So, you've asked me to do the Onyx off-road Tumbleweed course, the hard one. Well, in this video, I'm gonna show you how it behaves at Andre's pit. It's a shakedown run. It's been actually not moving much over the last 12 months. And I want to actually see how it works. And once that's successful, I will be able to show you how it does on the hard stuff too. You're probably wondering, well, okay, what is a BUHANKA van? Well, this is one of the longest running continuously built vehicles from the Soviet era, actually. And it's a UAZ. UAZ is basically the name of the brand and the factory where it's built. That's the symbol. And it's a 452. What is a 452? Well, I'm not quite sure. And maybe not a lot of people understand exactly where all those numbers come from. But there's different models. There's also kind of a Jeep style UAZ. So let me show you. I'm gonna engage my hubs. So from 4x2 to 4x4. Let me show you on the other side. So it's labeled really clearly. Really love this. So 4x2 to 4x4 kind of clicks in. My ignition key is on my left, by my left knee. So it's kind of like a semi-truck, a mid-engine, but it's basically a 2.7 liter gasoline engine, but it's been upgraded to fuel injection. So I think this machine does not have an original engine. It's been changed since 1992. Oh, by the way, I wanted to show you this. My friend drew this for me. They're her initials. MAM. Isn't it cool? I don't have my rack on right now, but I just love this, so I'm keeping it here for now. I'm gonna put it in the back of the cabin once I kind of build this out. I want to turn it in a little bit more of a van life type vehicle. But now I'm gonna fire up and try to figure out my 4-low and tackle Andre's pit. These vans have been built, oh gosh, back in the 60s and 70s, and the body remained, or remains today, and they're sold kind of all over the world, and they're just tough 4-wheel drive vans. And there's a lot of space in the back. I'm gonna try to do holes first, and this is just kind of the first shakedown. It's a little bit bumpy. I'm using first gear. I'm not sure if this is truly low or not, but holes were no problem. Yeah, I think I am in low. Yeah, there, it's revving high. It doesn't have any lockers, so really, I mean, it's not truly, you know, everything locked up, differential lockers type of vehicle. So you have to use some traditional skill. Sometimes your brake pedal, sometimes just picking your line. Obstacle number 1 was cleared with ease. Obstacle number 2 is logs. So let me just slowly crawl up this. It might get bumpy. Whoa, it is bumpy. But I can modulate. Whoa, whoa, whoa. I was trying to take it as easy and slowly as I can, but I don't know if my gearing is that low. Everything is still okay here. My controls are okay. I'm gonna line up for rocks. And also, it's a compact machine, which means I can actually make turns. Thumbs up for good driving. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo. Wow, it's bouncy. So it seems like rocky, dirty, or loggy climbs are no problem. I'm going to lava lane. Oh yeah, no problem. Oh my God, the clearances are amazing. Trenches are next. Clutch is working. There's no power steering. Who needs power steering when you have muscles? Okay, I'm still in first gear and I'm doing some sideways articulation. Ooh, did you hear that? Did you hear that? Okay, a little bit of spin. Did you hear that? Kind of the gears are catching. Oh wow. Okay, so I'm gonna attempt the trenches again, and the trenches shows off articulation and traction. I'm approaching trenches and I'm gonna pause where it's trying to be the most difficult area. Okay, now I'm getting stuck. Okay, now it's caught a little bit. Okay. Ooh, it's rubbing a little bit. Hang on. It's amazing. I have to keep my thumbs up for good driving, but it's finding traction. I think these axles, gosh, I don't have any selectable lockers, but I think there may be some sort of mechanical limited slip in there. Okay, so a couple problems. Do you hear that? My fender liners and the front fenders have sustained a little bit of damage, I believe. I'll show you that in a second. It's just the articulation is good, but even though this van has a lift, a body lift of about 1.5 inches, it still is rubbing when it's articulating. So here I'm going through Dirty Deed again. In 4 low, nice and controlled. Trying to keep my thumbs up once again so the steering wheel doesn't snap back at me and it doesn't kind of take my thumbs out. I have to remember, this is actually a pretty wide vehicle. But overall, I'm super happy. This is probably the hardest off-road that I've done in this van so far. And I know I've taken it up Cliffhanger 1.0. That was last year with Mr. Truck. This is my first time at Tumbleweed Range, and I think I'm looking forward to more, but the fenders are just rubbing. I need to do something about it. But I wanted to show you something else. I'm in first gear in 4 low, and look at my feet. You see that? I'm not touching the gas and I'm still moving. Take a look. By the way, don't mind my OnStar module. This did not come with the van. It was from my Hummer H2. But see, it does have enough gearing to actually kind of crawl on its own. So in theory, I can do the old school thing where I can open the door, walk out of the van, have it. You know what this is? This is Super Cruise. You know, autonomous driving. So yeah, so this is what it is. All right, so first Tumbleweed video is almost in the bag. Let me show you some of the damage and let's close this up. You see the bow in this fender flare here, or the body side right next to the front tire? This happened in trenches, I believe, and it bowed out here. So I think what happened is I was articulating, the wheel kind of came up, made contact with the body, and then bent it under. These are not stock tires. Like I said, this van has a small lift, maybe 1.5 to 2 inches. It's a body lift really, but the tires are like 31s, so it's not very huge, but still it's just trying its best to take me where I want to go, and I'm very happy. I hope you enjoyed this video. Come back to oldtfl.com for everything automotive. Once again, I did not get a Tumbleweed rated sticker today because I didn't make it all the way, or didn't try to go all the way through that main course, but I can take a look at my suspension, I can regroup, and stay tuned, more to come. Thank you for joining me. I'll see you next time.